This small little change to your setup will result in this. So this awesome impact with a decent distance of golf shot on there. So what this is something that we see a lot of the top players doing now. So if you can see here, this is their setup. Look at their left foot. It's flared a little bit out. So flaring that left foot out makes a dramatic difference to your impact position and your effort of your downswing. So if I do 2 shots here, so I mean, we're going to hit a ton of balls really explaining this. I'm going to hit this one with a flared out front foot, and I'm going to hit the other one with what a lot of you do out there, and that is having a dead straight front foot. Look at the difference here. So we're going to look at the slow-mo, and we're going to look a little bit at the distance too. So flaring it out, let's have a go. So this is all with an 8-iron. So for me, 150 yards is a normal kind of 8-iron stock swing. Let's do now a straight front foot. So we'll have a good little look at the slow-mos after that. So straight front foot, same swing intensity. So you can see straight away, definitely a loss in clubhead speed, a loss in ball speed, and a loss of accuracy. So let's have a look at the slow-mos there, guys. So the slow-mos we can see, if we look at both of them at the same time, again, no different in what I'm trying to do in my golf swing. I'm just swinging the golf club. Now, intensity is also the same in the speed of what I'm trying to apply. So we can see flared front foot, got way more open. And the one that we're seeing here with the straight front foot, quite a stalled out rotation, really quite slow, lots of hands and arms. So we can see the rotational difference will be quite apparent in these two. So that's where if I get a better quality rotation, can open up those hips way more. That we can see from the front foot. I'm gonna hit the ball further and a little bit straighter due to club face control. But why does that result in better hip movement? Is because when we flare out that front foot, that will open up the hip capsule. So give you more range of motion that you can perform in your hip capsule as you are rotating through there. So just as a little kind of still here, look at me here. So okay, this is me with a straight front foot, and I'm going to rotate just as much as I can just from this position here until I can't rotate anymore. There we go. So you can see not much at all. Now let me flare out my front foot. Same thing, rotate until I can't rotate no more. Look at that. That is an incredible, incredible difference. So a lot of you guys out there who say you can't rotate, it's because you haven't got that front foot flared. It's going to make it so effortless, and really is, because I'm not trying to do it. There's no effort in it. So of getting yourself to rotate more. So again, if I do one here with a front foot that's completely straight, again, another shot. Let's have a look at the little distance of it. So again, shot intensity there. Again, I'm not displeased with that distance all too much. It's gone a little bit offline, but here we go. Now I'm going to flare out that foot. A little bit more. There we go. So that's a bit more of a flare. Same type of swing feel. And we're going to see straight away, a little bit straight out, of course. I was actually really happy with that straight front foot one. That was remarkably straight for that technique. But we can see straight away, okay, nice and better there. So what we're going to do here, so straighter and longer. Let's do a flurry of balls. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit 3 balls of each, and we're going to monitor what happens on that launch monitor. So okay guys, actually we're going to hit 5 balls here just to get a little bit better of a number for averages. So we're going to, of course, monitor it on the launch monitor, see on average front foot flared versus front foot straight, what one's longer and what one's a little bit straighter. So okay, here we go, flared front foot to start off with. So okay guys, I mean, we can see there pretty straight, or just a tiny bit left of the line. To be honest, that's more kind of how I've got the launch monitor set up to where I normally hit it in this. But excuses aside, I do hit the ball very slightly pulled by about 1 or 2 yards from time to time, and that's what we could see there. First one was a little bit more offline, but not a bad flurry of golf balls again. So here's the 5 of the straight foot. So guys, there we could see, I mean, there was quite some interesting results from there, wasn't there? I mean, from the balls with the flared front foot, a lot straighter, a lot more consistent in the distance that I was hitting the shots, around the low to mid 150s. Very normal for myself. This is all done with an 8-iron, so that is good numbers for me, as I've been saying quite a lot recently. I'm a golfer with cerebral palsy, pro golfer. So with a disability, that's I'm pretty happy with that. A lot of you can probably hit the ball further for sure, but for me, pretty good. So, but when we look at the straight foot, got a few things to notice there. They all went left, every single one of them. I could feel tons of hand rotation through the golf ball, tons of this going through there. Even though the body movement, I wasn't trying to change that, I wasn't trying to feel hand movement, I could just feel it because my body wasn't turning. I could generally feel it hitting the brick wall and lots of hand movement through there. And we can see a bit of a jump about of distance. That last one I hit there, especially 161.6. So why is that the case? Why is that 161? I hit a few there, just a little bit longer than I did with a flared foot. That's because of that club face closing down through the shot. When we close that club face down through the shot, through the body slowing down, more hand movement, that is going to de-loft the golf club a little bit, because we can see that one especially. Club head speed wasn't the fastest that I'd done by any stretch of imagination, but we can see that closing that club face down through the body stalling, that's going to de-loft the face, that's going to actually make the golf ball go further. That's why when you pull the shot, it will go a little bit further. We can see that there. Not bad for distance, but the erratic nature of that would have been extremely hard to control. So when we want to hit the golf ball further, we don't want to do it through closing the club face down fast, going through the shot, through pulling the golf ball. We want to do it consistently through that club face moving nicely, and we want to do it through the body moving a little bit more functionally. So again, do we want that ball going massively left because we've got no rotation because of a shut-off hip joint? No. We'll hit the ball further, maybe on some shots, just from the closure of the club face de-lofting it. But me, playing better golf, wanted to shoot better scores, like everyone else out here does. And from a professional player like myself, you want to be landing at a consistent number every time. This will give you that with still hitting the ball further for a lot of you. Got to remember, for me, I already do this in my golf swing. I've already got the things in my golf swing to be able to make this work very, very nicely. So a lot of you who really struggle to rotate, you're going to get some decent distance out of this increase, as well as hitting the ball a hell of a lot straighter. So it's just a no-brainer, to be honest. For me here, just a no-brainer. I mean, they're all pretty damn straight. Great yardage for myself. If I get out on the golf course and I have a 150-yard shot, your best bet, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, I was hoping that would land dead on 150. Pretty much, isn't it? Pretty much. Okay, 150 yards. Let's do it. Oh, it's just about to mic drop. A little bit further though, but why did that one go further, guys? I pulled it a little bit. Not to the extent of last time, but you can see. Immediately makes a difference. So that's just going to happen way less if you flare up that front foot. So it makes it way more effortless. The difference in downswing with the rotation is crazy. You can see how much it affects club face control. Very evident there. You can still see I've got something to work on with my golf swing with those little pull shots, definitely. But I know one thing that won't be good for me, having that front foot dead straight. So, okay. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you want more golf instruction just like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too. Be notified every time I put out a video.